Welcome to Discussions with LKN, where LKN gets into technology based discussions and shares his expertise on several topics. I am LKN. In this series of podcasts, I will be talking about how IT is enabling Industry 4.0 in agriculture sector and improving the farming industry by providing automation and cost reductions. So let's get started. The traditional modes of farming and agriculture are getting faint after the introduction of IT based technologies such as artificial intelligence, big data, and IoT, and also others in the agriculture sector. These technologies have provided farmers an opportunity to optimize their yield by using smart sensors and high tech systems to store and transfer data, to do smart contracts, to manage the crop production, and to optimize the financial aspects. These technologies are providing the real time analysis and prediction based data to optimize the growth and lower the associated risks. Let's have a look at these technologies that are being used in agriculture sector so far. Okay, so we are at the first major topic, that is the blockchain technology in agriculture. Blockchain refers to the system used to create timeless, permanent, and clear records of exchange and processing. The system uses digital technology in which data and information are recorded and exchanged quickly and in a secure, decentralized manner. Blockchain technology in agriculture, which includes smart contracts, makes it possible to store data from the beginning of the process till the end consumer utilization, ensuring the legitimacy and authenticity of every transaction, which eliminates the risk of any dishonesty in the supply chain. Blockchain technology avoids potential fraud on product quality in order to control treatment across the chain to the point of sale. In blockchain technology, data is saved in the following ways: unencrypted data, the data is transparent and read through every node in the network. The next one is the encrypted data, the data is available to participants. The decryption token provides access to data in the blockchain and also verifies the data contained in the system. The last one is the hashed data. This data introduced the function. Hashed data consists of a small unit called soil base unit, in which historical data or the records is continuously recorded using the blockchain technology. The fourth revolution in agriculture, that is the 4.0, created a blockchain that is used to store old records, and the decision made by analysts is being used on these SBUs. These SBUs stores data such as data related to different type of crops, diseases, soils, nutrients required for the crop at the present stage. Well, I am in India and I do have come across a organic package or the organic vegetable package which I bought, wherein if I scan the barcode, I can even view the farmer's photo who grew the vegetable that I bought, and along with various information related to the vegetable. So, this brings us to the next major topic, that is the usage of IoT technology in agriculture. The potential growth of the IoT industry is in the agriculture sector. Internet of Things of technology opens up the possibility of deploying IoT devices in agriculture around the world, in turn enabling data to be sensed remotely. Farming data collected through sensor linked devices helps in monitoring the crop growth and also supply of essential nutrients such as fertilizers and water, in turn optimizing the production. The use of IoT logic and cloud computing by verifying every parameter in the supply chain network improves the depth of the system in terms of marketing environment, processing, and production in agriculture based on precision sensing. Agriculture data is collected through the smart sensors under the supervision of IoT, and this data is transferred to the big data analysis software, which then is translated to the actionable form. IoT is a sensor based technology that is used to improve the performance of existing systems so that the information collected from IoT is monitored by these devices and actions are taken to improve it. It is run by a high tech system that uses various sensors to measure data related to environment, soil structure, fertilizer intensity, and its impact on plants. Once these parameters are monitored, the data is transferred into decision making system where it is necessary to follow the automation of the process according to different agricultural applications. Farming systems or farming techniques are analyzed by sensors through IoT, and the farmers are being recommended to improve the traditional process. IoT draws the line between virtual and real world. IoT has allowed the physical objects in the world to become intelligent through online communication. The system transitioned from machine to communication, machine to infrastructure, and from machine to environmental communication. Well, the next one is a major topic and a fun topic, that is the usage of drone analytics in agriculture. The agriculture sector is developed with agriculture 4.0 technologies that uses drone analytics to perform crop analysis through images and videos attached to big data analytics software to show how crops are growing and how and what potential improvements or repairs that are needed or can be done. Using drones, farmers identify which parts of the crop fields needs more water or fertilizer and which areas need anti-weeding spray. Today, these drones are used in agriculture as remote fertilizer vehicles to easily cover a specific area or an individual plant. Under the fourth industrial revolution, drone technology is used to monitor various activities in the fields of agriculture through various sensors developed by high-tech systems. The data collected by the drone is forwarded through IoT systems for analysis. Well, the next topic is about the big data analytics within the agriculture sector. The use of various data collection technique improves the development of the agriculture sector. Big data refers to the large scale processing of data collected from information and communication technologies to obtain faster decision making data to improve productivity. Since all data on crop production and rotation issues over the past decade are available in storage, it makes it possible for farmers to take precautions in advance using the predictive approach provided by the big data and IoT. Recently, under Industry 4.0, the demand of a new machine learning technique called artificial intelligence increases in various activities. The artificial intelligence used pre-stored data for decision making and need of agriculture sectors while preparing the schedule for these activities in advance. This predictive approach has revolutionized the agriculture sector and has helped farmers in predicting a potential risk and take advanced steps to avoid those risks. So it's time for examples. Well, the first example is the smartphones for monitoring. Smartphones are no more meant to be in pockets. It is the fourth industrial revolution, and IT techniques have brought these smartphones out of the pockets to the hands of the farmers. Today, smartphones allows farmers to monitor and control irrigation system and operate the whole farm at his fingertips. Smartphones can also be connected with smart sensors to gather data related to the level of moisture in the soil, amount of fertilizers and waters needed at a certain part of the field, etc. Smartphones are also used for storing records and managing bills. Nowadays, there are many financial management apps which helps the farmers to manage their revenue in a better way. There's also ultrasound technology. Well, gone are the days where ultrasound technology is were only used to examine the baby in the womb. Nowadays, it's getting more evolved. These technologies are now being used to examine and predict the quality of meat of a certain animal before it goes to the market. It also allows the DNA testing to rank the animals according to their set of qualities, hence helping the farmer to improve the quality of his farm. There are also smart sensors. Well, these smart sensors have always been the backbone of many industries. Now, agriculture has also started picking it up. These sensors can measure the moisture of the soil and tell the farmer where the levels of moisturizers are rising or dropping. This in turn helps them to maintain the amount of fertilizers supplied to the crop by determining the exact need of a fertilizer at a certain point of the field. They also tell if there is a leaching or runoff into a groundwater expected at any part of the field, hence allowing farmers to take precautionary steps. These sensors are also attached to the equipment such as fertilizer sprayers, etc., that control the amount of water or the supply or the fertilizer being supplied to the crops. There's also use of cameras in agriculture. Well, use of camera systems is also increasing these days for monitoring purposes. This helps them to monitor their livestock as well as cattle. This also helps them to reduce the time being spent on taking their cattle for a walk and making them graze all the day. It's reducing them I mean, this gives them a way to allow the cattle to graze on its own instead of they being with them always, along with the tracking devices, which basically helps them track the cattle even if they go haywire or into a different lane. They always there is always a way to track this and get them back, even if they are not monitored. So basically, there is no need to monitor this cattle and livestock all the way manually. So there are alternatives wherein these can be tracked and monitored virtually or digitally. So we are at the conclusion phase again. So IT is improving day by day, and industries are implementing advanced IT-based systems for optimization purposes. Yet there is a lot to be done in agriculture sector. Most parts of the world are still using the traditional modes of agriculture. There is very less examples of farms where IT-based techniques have enabled agriculture 4.0. This needs to be improved in order to head towards agriculture 5.0. 4.0 itself is not adopted to a greater extent. Well, that being said, this brings us to the end of episode. Thanks for joining us during the amazing discussion. We hope this information we shared was beneficial to you. As always, thanks for listening to Discussions with LKN. With this, I conclude this episode. Again, I'm restating this. I have started my own blog, lokeshlkn.com. Please do follow, subscribe, and share. Do read the blogs. I'm assuming they will be informative to you if you are interested in this podcast series.